Last episode, we got very, very confused when we met up with all the other TBers and discovered there was some shenanigans going on the server. And to be honest, I still have absolutely no idea what is actually going on with that. So yeah, we're gonna have to do some research, I think. But what we didn't get to do last episode was put our gold farm on top here, which is exactly what we're going to do in today's episode. But since I last saw you, I have been busy. We've had a TB stream weekend and I've been blowing up this hole. It's been a lot of fun. However, we've still got quite a way to go. So there are 180 dispensers here, although sadly, I believe they're all currently empty. So we do actually need to get ourselves a lot more TNT. We're probably going to need another couple of shulkers worth to actually get the rest of this cleared out. And then we can finally start the build over here. But once again, we're not going to focus the episode on this area. We can just expect that to change as the episode goes on. Also, since last time, I have just cleaned up the bottom of this bit here. I've started putting in the build itself, which is actually going to contain the storage and any additional farms. And I've started to put in the elevators to take us up, as well as a cheeky little portal, just so we can easily get from one to the other if we run out of rockets, which actually happens more than you might think, considering how many I have. The Watervator itself doesn't actually have any water in it, so we've got a bit of work to do out here. And we've also sorted out the storage room, of course, which does look very similar to the ones we've got over the other side, just sticking with the same theme. However, now I've decided to move the Bubblvator outside. We won't be needing that one in the middle anymore, so we'll probably do something else with this area in future. But enough waffle, it's time to get started, and what I want to do is build a gold farm up here. I've got a rough plan of how it may actually work, but as usual, the first part of that plan is going to involve me grabbing lots of resources, mainly obsidian. And I think to get this to work, I'm probably going to need a couple of stacks of obsidian. We're going to be building 4 giant portals on the top there, and then we're just going to bodge together everything else to make it a working gold farm. Why have I got so many eggs in my inventory? So I think the trick here is going to be making sure that I don't go over the top of any of the grass platforms, because of course that will then turn them into unspawnable areas. So if we go 10 or so blocks this way, and maybe 8 or so blocks of obsidian off to the side, is that going to work? If we put another one in there, are we going to have a gap or are they going to touch? Let's have a look. I mean, I could work this out properly by doing maths and things, but who likes maths? Okay, I think that's going to work. So let's just do the same out this way. I think that should just about do it. 4 portals that are that wide should do the trick nicely. And we can, of course, go up about 20 blocks or so, just to give plenty of space. Because as I understand it, which may well be wrong, you know me in Minecraft, I believe the more portal squares there are, essentially, then the more chance it has of spawning a piglin every time it turns on. And of course, what we're going to be doing is turning these portals on and off continuously in the hope that it's going to spawn piglins, send them into here, and they can just go into the same kill chamber that these guys use. So the next step is to build the portals themselves and make sure that they're not too big to light. It appears I've severely underestimated the amount of obsidian I'm going to need, so I'm going to have to take a quick trip to the end and go hack into one of those giant obsidian pillars for a bit. Was just leaving to get some obsidian and Zloy has messaged me. I asked him for some potions because he's got his potion tavern and it's just not open anytime I go over there, so I need to put in an order. And he's just messaged me to say he's online. So we're going to head over there, meet up with him, and hopefully I can tell you what that's about if we manage to get what we're after.
Yep, hi.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy. How's it going?
Good. Although it's been raining for like a week, and no matter how many times I relog, it's constantly raining.
Wait, aren't you British?
Oh, yeah, yes, yeah.
Is that why? Because like it is... No, it's perfectly fine on my side.
No, it's definitely raining. There's like storm clouds and wetness and everything. To be honest, it's nothing I'm not used to. Like you say, I'm British.
Hey, remember how you said Foxy really hated Podzol?
Yes, I was about to comment on that. I love what you're doing with the place.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's actually gonna be really easy to clean up once I am building over here. Like you can just... Done.
True.
Why are you here?
Oh, yeah, potions. I would like some potions.
Oh my god, we have a wide selection of one kind of potion.
Excellent. Hopefully it's one of the 3 kinds I'm after. Oh, you just shut the door on me. That's rude.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Rude. Jeez.
That one doesn't have expression. What do you want?
Not night vision, I'm afraid.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be an issue because we primarily are serving night vision and then we'll also have invisibility.
Sorry, what was that? What was that second one? You have.
We have invisibility.
Okay, right. Well,
I don't feel safe telling anyone that I have almost a shulker box of invisibility potions.
Yeah.
I especially don't feel safe selling it to anyone on this server.
Oh no, please do not. I gave Tiz a shulker of invisibility potions last season. Don't do it.
Oh, should I start charging people to not sell that?
No. Otherwise, I'm going to be out of pocket before we've even started. Potions. Basically, I've got a new redemption on stream where people make me fight the Wither. No, it's fine. It's fine. Like, not in the style that Groover does, where he fights like 8 at once and all that malarkey. But I made a promise not to use beacons while doing it, but I didn't say anything about potions. So my thinking is, if you can provide me with a shulker of each of strength, health, and regen, then I'll be good.
I mean, I am literally holding half a stack of gas tears right now, so...
Well, I did look at making the potions myself, and I was like, oh, gas tears, and then I thought, I know a guy who potion stuff.
Alright,
yeah.
Are we doing regen 2 or regen 1 for, like, longer?
I think longer would be better.
Okay, so check this out. I'm just going to my night vision machine then, and I'm swapping carrots for the gas tears. And just get me a shulker box.
Is that it? Ah, that's a tiny dude.
I mean, a shulker box and like 9 diamonds. Let's put it that way.
Well, conveniently, I have all of that in here.
Oh, as soon as this thing is done brewing, I'll get you the other stuffs then. And you want healing and what's the strength one?
Strength, yes. So strength, healing, and regen.
I could have sworn that I would never have to take actual physical notes for a shop in Minecraft, but here I am doing that.
Yep. Crack out that notepad, Sly. And I'll pay you up front as well because
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll spend them on something else otherwise probably. It's nighttime. Do you have a bed around here? I'm going to try sleeping, see if that gets rid of the rain on my screen.
It's in the basement. It's in the basement.
In the basement. Yeah, we have a clear day. Excellent. I can see things properly. Brilliant. But yeah,
not a new development. So.
Yeah, but that's basically it. Just many potions.
And do you want them delivered when? Where?
Oh, I would say the U store. I've got a mailbox in the U store.
Really? You live like 10 blocks away from me and you will have me walking all the way to the mailboxes.
You make a very, very good point. I mean, you could chuck them in my storage cave.
It just walks up to the border between our bases and just starts shooting bottles over it.
Excellent. Well, it's a pleasure doing business. I look forward to it. And by the way, can I just say that that vessel you have out there is incredible. That is absolutely incredible.
No, you don't have you don't know the half of it.
Well, anyway, it's been a pleasure doing business. I'm gonna love you and leave you. I've got lots of obsidian to go mine, so...
Yep, see you around.
See ya, bye! Well, that was a slight diversion, but a very, very handy one, because we are gonna need those potions if we're gonna be fighting lots of withers. And the reason we're doing that is because I want quite a lot of beacons. And although I could buy them from Groover, I'm not rich. I'm actually quite poor right now. So instead, we're going to do wither fights on stream. If you do want to catch those, of course, do go check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MrBeardstone. But enough about that. Let's get these portals in, shall we? I've got some more obsidian. I think we're good to go. The portals are now in, and I don't think they're too big. I'm just going to quickly check. I believe the maximum size is like 23 or 24 blocks across, and I don't think either of any of these, in fact, are over 20. So, yep, we are good. The portals will light just fine. So the next thing I want to do is actually to connect diagonally over to this platform here, because of course we do need to put in all the redstone bits, the things that are going to actually make these portals work. And that means I need to make space for that. So what I'm thinking is, in this corner here, we're going to have the devices that are going to light and unlight the portals, and then we can sort of, have all the barrels and things that are going to fill them up. And then on this side here, we'll put in a water stream, probably, that we'll use to actually fill up all the flint and steels into the barrels. But ideally, I'd like to be able to control turning on and off the portals from this spot here. I want to be able to run either 2 or 4 at a time, depends if people are online and so on. I don't want to be running all 4 ticking portals at this size when there's actually other people on because, well, that's just rude. So what we're going to do is actually create a little path here, and we're going to run a redstone line. We'll probably put something over the top, and then we'll just have bridges that go to each corner. So we'd fill up on that corner, and we'll have redstone and switches going to that corner and that corner. At least that's the plan, but I don't actually know if I've got enough space to do that. So I'm just going to crack on and let's see how we go. So we'll start by completing the bridge here, and in fact I'm going to do that to all of them for now, just so it's done. Now to figure out where we're going to be putting things. So we're going to need a dispenser there, and then we're going to need another dispenser on top of that block there, which means we're going to need redstone lines here, and ideally I want to control 2 portals with each clock. So if I go round the back here and across this way, we should be able to run the redstone lines on those, and that should work absolutely fine. So marking out the lines was the easy bit. Now I need to go grab myself a few redstone bits and figure out the rest. So it's come to my attention I can actually get away with making these portals a little bit wider. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're just going to add an extra block onto each side of every single portal, which I know doesn't sound like much, but when you're on something of this scale, it's actually going to give us about another 20, well, in fact, it's going to give us exactly another 20 blocks for each row we have. And we do actually have the space here to be able to do it and still fit my redstone in on the other side. I just need to get the rest of these sorted out. It's painfully slow, but I think it'll be worth doing. The portals have been expanded and they're still not too big. Look at that, we've got a picko straight away. First thing I need to do is put dispensers there and there. The top one is going to be for the flint and steel, and the bottom one is going to be, well, what would usually be water, but I believe we can actually use powdered snow now, which is going to be a lot cleaner, a lot less mess, so hopefully that will work, but we'll try that in just a moment. Either way, the system will work for both. So what I need to do is get redstone on this bottom layer and redstone on the top layer. But now I'm in the water. So while we're down here, I may as well do the bit from underneath, because I do need to be down here to put a piston in the right position, which is facing down on that block there. And then we'll put an obsidian below that just to make it quiet. So back up the top here, I need to just remove that one and put a redstone torch there, and then get redstone on these. This will power the top dispensers. And then I need a block there, which I can put a sticky piston onto the side of. So we'll put that there like that, and a redstone block there. The last couple of bits we need are a piece of redstone dust there, a block there, a block there, and a torch on top. Oh, no, I missed a bit. So I also need to do this, put a repeater going back into that block. Okay, so now I think we're good to actually test it properly. Nope, it's still not working. What have I done wrong? I hate troubleshooting redstone. Oh, wait a minute. I think that... is that the problem there? Yeah, see, that was powering the wrong piece. So now, if we remove that... right, well, it's definitely working now, and if we put the torch back there, that should turn it off. Brilliant. So, if we put a redstone line in that goes all the way back to our center platform, for now we'll just stick a lever there, and actually we need to make that point in the right direction. That would be helpful. So now, in theory, if we do that, that'll turn it on. Excellent. And we'll do the same on the other side. We do, of course, need to make this look a bit nicer and hide it all and so on. And I need to get myself some powdered snow and some flint and steel. In fact, I've got those, so let's put one in each of here, which we'll just use for testing. Of course, we do need to sort out a loading system, so we can keep this fully loaded with barrels upon barrels of them, because it does get through them quite quickly. Let's go get ourselves some powdered snow first, though, and I think I've got some buckets over here, and we've got, well, a massive mountain range right next to where we're actually building, so this shouldn't be too much of an issue to find some. Although apparently it's quite an issue to find buckets. I'm sure I had some over here. So we've got 4 portals, we're going to need 4 separate buckets. Let's go see if we can find some powdered snow. And in fact, we did see some powdered snow up here at the end of the last episode. I believe there were some pillagers dying in it, so maybe we'll just grab that. There we go, look, loads of the stuff. Perfect. So I think what I need to do is normally you'd have the water pouring out when it was off. So if I do it that way round, that should, in theory, be the correct way round, but I guess we'll find out in just a moment. And let's test this. Okay, so one of them's correct, and the other one doesn't have a flint and steel in it. Oh, it does have a flint and steel. Maybe I just don't have the redstone in correctly. That is probably more likely, isn't it? No, the redstone does seem to be there. Why is it not? So I think I've fixed it. We're getting pigos spawning in, which is good. And it was quite a simple thing to do with timing. So what I've done is I've just added in an extra repeater on each one of these, just with a couple of ticks, and that little delay just makes sure that the whole system works. It's probably just a case of being on a server as opposed to a solo world. But if I flick this switch now, look at this. Instant pigos. Excellent, and all of these will be killed by the Trident Killer below and give us gold. In fact, that's not turned on, so I should probably turn this off for now. Just fly away to despawn those, but with that working, now we can focus on the actual reload system, and this is going to be much more fun, because what I want to do is put in a bubble vaser over here, where we can just load lots and lots and lots of flint and steel into it. They'll go up, they'll go round the back, and then they'll go and filter in over there. However, we're also going to want a way to tell how full it is, I guess, so we'll try and build some kind of indicator type system into it as well. But the first thing I'm going to need is a whole bunch of hoppers and a whole bunch of barrels, because they're a lot less laggy than chests. Just like that, and now I need to get myself some ice, some glass, and we need to make the actual water columns that are going to deliver. So of course, as we feed the system down there, it is going to fill up this hopper first, but once all of this is full, it will then go around and fill up the other one. And we should, in theory, be able to get some comparators and a bit of redstone and have some redstone lamps to show us how full the system is before we turn it on. And all in all, that should make things a bit more convenient for us. And convenient it shall be. So I've installed a bubble column over here, which does pretty much exactly what I said it would do, and it goes to fill up these barrels and hoppers. And once these are full, it will fill up the next one. I've also managed to get some redstone lamps in, and these should read off the barrels as the flint and steels fill them up and light up as and when they get full. And that's going to give us an idea of, well, whether we need to add any more or not, to be honest. So I guess the last thing to do before we get this all finished off and nice is going to be to make a whole bunch of flint and steels and get these into the system. Well, let's turn this thing on and see what happens. Feel I may need to put another trident or two in there. It might be a little bit too powerful for a tiny little killer down there. Let's see how long that takes to catch up. It's only been running for a minute. About another minute later, and the Trident Killer is still trying to get through all the ones that we pulled through. This is, yeah, maybe way too many. About 3 minutes later, and they're finally dead. That's good. So having the farm running for 1 minute produced so many piglins that it took 3 minutes for the Trident Killer to actually catch up, although we do appear to have some cows dropping in there now. And that means I've got a lot of work to do around this area to try and actually keep up with the farm if I'm actually going to have all 4 running. But as a proof of concept, it definitely works. I just need to basically tidy it all up now. It's yeah, still missing some bits here and there. We've got to get a roof on. I need to obviously try and tie this into the structure somehow as well. But that's probably stuff we're going to be doing in between episodes and on upcoming streams. So I hope you have enjoyed it today, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye now.